Exercise C5, Proportions and Linear Relations. 1. Which shape has coordinates -3, -2? Remember when we read the Cartesian plane, the first coordinate is on the horizontal axis, second coordinate is on the vertical or y-axis. So start from 0, 0, -3, 3 to the left, -2, 2 down. We have the square. Number 2a, state the coordinates of the star. So go back to your coordinate. The star is located 2 left and 3 down, so the coordinates are -2 and -3. B, the heart. So go back to the origin again. The heart is 3 units to the right and 2 units down. So it's 3 and -2. Plot the following points on the xy plane. A, 4 and 3. So back to the origin. 4 units to the right, 3 units up. Ooh. Here's A. B, 0, -3. So go to 0. We stay on 0 and -3, so 3 down. Here is B. Point C is -1 and 0. So starting from the origin, 1 to the left, and you don't move up or down. Here is point C. Question 4. Water is being pumped to empty a swimming pool. At 7 a.m., the water level is 100 centimeters. Every 2 hours, the water level drops by 20 centimeters. What is the earliest time when the pool will be empty? Choose your tools to answer this question. So you may choose to use a table or the graph or both to answer the question. From the question, we learned that at 7 a.m., the water level is 100 centimeters. Every 2 hours, so 2 hours later, 9 o'clock, water level drops by 20. So 100 minus 20 is 80 centimeters. Another 2 hours later at 11, the water level will be 60 centimeters. 2 hours later, so it's 12 and 1 p.m. At 1 p.m., 40 centimeters. 3 p.m., 20 centimeters. 5 p.m., 0. So we have found using the table that the earliest time when the pool will be empty is 5 in the afternoon. If you choose to use a graph, you can set 7 a.m. on the x-axis for time. It can be on the axis or here, doesn't matter. Your first point will be 100. 2 hours later at 9 is 80 centimeters. Drop another 20 centimeters 2 hours later, and so on. So every 2 hours, it goes down by 2, and you'll find that by 5 p.m., the pool will be empty. Number 5. A giraffe's heart beats 300 times in 2 minutes. Represent this information. So here in a table, we have time in minutes. So starting at 2 minutes, there are 300 heartbeats. 2 minutes later, there's 300 more heartbeats, so 600 heartbeats. 2 minutes later, 900 heartbeats. And 8 minutes, the giraffe's heart has beaten 1,200 times. We can also represent this information on a graph. What's missing on this graph are the label of the axes, so you may want to add time in minutes and number of heartbeats on the vertical axis here. So at 2 minutes, there are 300 heartbeats. At 4 minutes, there are 600 heartbeats. And then 2 minutes later, there are 900 heartbeats. Another 2 minutes later, at 8 minutes, there are 1,200 heartbeats. Use the table to find the number of heartbeats in 6 minutes. So at 6 minutes, there has been 900 heartbeats or beats. D. Use the graph to find the number of heartbeats in 3 minutes. So the time axis, go to 3. And then if we look up, the matching number of heartbeats is 450. Calculate the heart rate of a giraffe measured in beats per minute, BPM. Well, to calculate heartbeats is how many beats are there in 1 minute. So we can take one of the rows in the table of values because there are 300 beats in 2 minutes. So we can divide 300 by 2 to get 150 beats per minute. This is the heart rate. Number 6. Two nutrition facts labels for a brand of ice cream show there are 4.5 grams of sugar in every 3 servings and 7.5 grams of sugar in every 5 servings. Use the table and graph to find the amount of sugar in 2 and 4 servings of this ice cream. So the table already shows that at 3 servings there are 4.5 grams of sugar, and at 5 servings there are 7.5 grams of sugar. So the difference of 7.5 and 4.5 is 3 grams over 5 servings minus 3 servings, 2 servings. So 3 grams for each 2 servings. So as you can see, the unit rate here is 3 divided by 2, or 1.5. So that I can work out when there are only 2 servings, the amount of sugar is 4.5 minus 1.5, which is 3. When there are 4 servings, there will be 4.5 plus 1.5 grams of sugar, which is 6 grams. If you didn't like working out like that, working out your answers like that, you can also show the 2 points that are given, 3 at 4.5, 5 at 7.5, and connect the dots. And then at 2 servings, your line should be crossing 2 and 3, showing that in 2 servings there are 3 grams of sugar, and at 4 servings, the line crosses at 6. So in 4 servings, there are 6 grams of sugar. 7. The temperature at midnight and 6 o'clock in the morning on a winter day are recorded in the table. If the relationship between temperature and time is linear, what are the temperatures at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock? We know that a linear relationship means that there is a straight line on the graph. So we can actually plot the 2 points that we know. So midnight, or time 0, temperature is negative 18 degrees Celsius. 6 o'clock in the morning, temperature is negative 4. So on your graph, midnight or time 0, negative 18. Time 6 hours, so 5, 6. Temperature was negative 4 minus 4 degrees Celsius, so the point is here. Once you connect the dots, you can find that, well, when it's 3 o'clock, the temperature is minus 11 degrees Celsius. And when it's 9 o'clock, the temperature is 3 degrees Celsius. And these points are on the same straight line, connecting the midnight data and the 6 o'clock data.